Hello, welcome to Save with Crypto. My name is Save with Crypto, and I'm here with Maff. Hello, Maff. How you doing?
Hello, good, thanks. Slightly unprepared, so I just suddenly noticed the time and I'm in absolute panic mode. Get things set up, get things set up. I think I'm sort of getting there.
It's
So
not actually the end of the world if you're a little bit late, because I was here anyway. But
yeah,
I only just got back myself. Actually, I had an appointment with a rheumatologist this morning. It was. I thought it was going to be really depressing because it was related to when I fell over like last summer in Spain, and I kind of
right.
bashed my leg in, and then I saw a physiotherapist. And then I said to him, "Oh, by the way, while I'm here, I get this funny twinge in my back sometime." And he said, "Oh, let's
Yeah,
have a look." And then I remembered years and years ago, this rheumatologist in France said, "Oh, you might have ankylosing spondylitis." You see, which I completely
of
forgot about.
course.
Which I completely forgot about, and then
Yeah,
I was aware that the guitarist with Motley Crue, he cancelled his tour recently because he's got ankylosing spondylitis and he can't turn his head at all. So I thought, well,
wow.
that's pretty rubbish. Is that going to be me? Am I going to be like an old cripple? And so I thought I'd go and get it checked out, and it was good actually. The guy said, "Oh, well, do you do this? You touch your toes and wobble your head from side to side and do all this
Well,
sort of stuff."
you did that in quite a sprightly way, just essentially. Yeah, try not to suddenly put your neck out.
For an old man, and yeah, and all this kind of like stuff like that, and
Yeah,
all that kind of thing, and answered loads of questions, and he said, really, you haven't got ankylosing spondylitis, but
then he yelled at you to stop wasting his time
yeah,
and,
he
and
said, "Can
showed
you
you the
get
door.
out?"
Yeah,
No, to be fair, he
get
said,
out.
no, to be fair, he actually said, we can confirm it with some X-rays, but he said, "I'd
Yeah,
90% say that you're all right, really." And so quite chuffed about that, really. I thought
yeah.
I'm all right, quite healthy. That's great, isn't it? Anyway, but anyway, so I was doing that, and it was like on the other side of town, and it was like, it's really weird. They don't have a car park, it's like, so you have to park in like B&Q's car park and then walk about half a mile, so
Well,
it's weird.
maybe that's intentional. It's good exercise.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Fitness
But
oriented.
yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway, so yeah,
yeah.
that's what I was doing this morning. Right. So the title of the stream from yesterday was "Is it too late to short?" Wow, it wasn't.
It might be now. Yeah,
It wasn't, was it? It kind of like literally. I think that just after we closed the stream, it was like all hell broke loose,
yeah,
as my wife
yeah.
used to say.
But also because it was one of those things. We could have just looked at Quadzilla at what it was telling us, and it's one of those things in retrospect, obviously, but it plainly just told us that there's still downside to come.
Yeah.
And I think so. I posted that daily screenshot in the Discord, but then shortly after that, noticed that you'd also put out a YouTube short about it as well.
I
About
did.
the
Did
same.
it play all right though? Because it was kind of jumping and stuff. Like when I looked at it, and I don't know. I thought I was going mad, so I went to sleep instead.
Fair enough.
But,
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, yeah. But that's. I'll show. Shall I just show you what I think at the moment?
Oh yeah. Sure, let's do it.
It's because clearly it wasn't too late to short yesterday, and the temptation is now we've had a massive great big dump, and I believe that was the first ever daily $10,000 candle ever, I believe, for Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Which is phenomenal, isn't it? It's like anyway, glad to say I was on the right side of it. I just wish my position size was bigger. I could have made life-changing money then, but I didn't. I just made some nice money.
I
But
mean,
anyway,
in retrospect, it's always the case, isn't it? That sort of thing. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
And
because in the Discord, there was some very good. Well, there was at least one that I saw, a very good trade where teamwork, I think it was, he caught that giga dump.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, did pretty well out of it. I think it's only like a 2x leverage that he was on for that.
Oh, was he trading some weird coin or something?
No, Bitcoin, but so actually caught that dump. Just like, because looking at the entry price, he kind of caught it pretty much at the top and exited right down where it was starting to go a bit funny, like showing signs of bottoming out. So just expertly done. To be fair, I mean, you know, kudos to the guy. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
He never turns up to the live streams, does he?
No, damn it. He's lost his kudos.
Yeah, it'd be really nice to have a chat with him and sort of maybe he's a dinner lady or something.
Could well be. Yeah. I mean, even if we did like because it'd be awesome to get him onto the thing, because he regularly posts these like big wins. He does chat about it in the Discord. Sort of says like, oh, my methodology is this. I do this, that, and the other, which is pretty great. But yeah, to actually get him on here to chat about it would be pretty good. Even if we did like a live, you know, we could pre-record it if he preferred.
Yeah. Anyway, he'll never see this, so yeah, not, I don't know. Anyway, I was going to look at a few things. I did notice that on the daily time frame, if you do, oops, didn't mean to do that.
Right. Yeah.
Let's get rid of that. If you do that all charts pattern thing that you have, it's a thing built into TradingView. If you do that on the daily time frame, that is showing this rising wedge here. Okay, which clearly we fell out of, which has a target down here of like 49,258, right? Which sounds quite. You think, oh, that's got to be way too low. But as you say, get a fib out, right, and then go from that bottom of November 2022, right, and go up to the all-time high. Oh, what did I say it was? I should have left it on, shouldn't I? Right. So that is there between the 618 and the 786.
Bang in the middle, isn't it?
Bang in the middle of the golden pocket.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say it is too early to go long, because I think
yes, I think you're probably right.
Right.
But hopium. I've got nothing. No, I mean there could be we could still see a bounce.
Right.
I think there's a level we might well bounce to. I think
right.
But that said, I think the overall trend, I think you're right, is going to be down. So, yeah.
Lower. Okay. So what I was going to say was what after that big dump, I know a lot of people will try and long it now, and you know I was so tempted this morning, you know, with me winnings from yesterday. I thought, like, shall I just long it and hope for the best? And I thought, no, I won't, because I think what's going to happen is we're just going to make a lower high, aren't we? You know, and then maybe come down. So yeah, I think there might be some up and then some down. That's about the extent of my TA right today. So I'm hoping you can. So I'm hoping you can fill it in a bit more. And I've not even looked at Quadzilla yet, but
sure.
Let's have a look. Have a quick look at the comments, and then
we'll do the thing.
Do the thing, yeah. Okay.
Oh, we've probably got two things today, haven't we? Is it Friday?
It is, yeah. And that other thing's quite interesting as well. What is that thing?
Yeah. The suspense. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I've done your job here. I'm whizzing through the comments. Anyway,
that's right.
What are you on about, Scott? You said we'd broken down to the lowest tumben. What do you mean?
Some autocorrect going on there, maybe.
Yeah.
And also, so on the bottom, like, sure. Oh, if you go back to it, because I was trying to work out so it's obviously it's based on a song. I think Scotty has adapted a song there, isn't he? But we've been broken down to the lowest turn, being on the bottom line. It sure ain't no fun. But if we should be evicted from our homes, we'll just move somewhere else and still carry on.
I have no idea what that is.
No, and I've probably just got you a copyright strike from reading out the lyrics as well. So, sorry about that.
I think that's all right, actually, and as long as it doesn't resemble the original record, which I don't think it did. They call them records these days. A song.
Top of the pops, eh? Yeah.
Right, there's your Yaz. Yaz, only way is up, baby. For you.
Where's that one?
Yeah, okay. We know that one. I'm out walking the dog. That's another tune. But with you guys in spirit. Okay, in spirit.
I see. Yeah. Okay, so it's starting early, eh, for the weekend.
Sort of like a celestial dog that you're walking, is it? Anyway.
Oh, that kind of spirit, yeah. Sure.
I don't know. Right. Oh, Kaz. Hello, Kaz. I think we will go lower. Well, I hope so, as I had a position at about 61k, but then removed it and have one at about 55, then a couple of stinky ones just in case. Nice, using Quadzilla, of course.
Yeah.
Love you. Excellent. I've been doing similar things myself, actually, and when I was going out to the rheumatology place, I kind of I thought I'm not going to go out and just leave limit orders lying all over the place. And I don't know. I thought I'd do it a bit more carefully this time. There you go. Kaz, is your friend okay? I don't know, to be honest. He messaged me this morning saying I had a big loss yesterday. What I'm hoping that he cut the trade when I didn't tell him to, but I kind of said, you know, you want to have something left to play with, you know. I didn't realize he was going to lose like 400%, or I don't know what. I don't. So how does cross margin work? So he was 400% down on his trade. So he was probably going to lose most of his money, wasn't he? Probably.
So was this someone who normally just? What's happened to my webcam? Sorry, it's just it keeps tilting. I do one thing. I don't know. I'll just leave it. If it falls off its thing, it'll just fall off.
I'm just hopping about from foot to foot for the sake of it.
Demonstrating your impatience while I just hold proceedings. I think that's got it. So that was then presumably someone who just is a casual trader, hasn't really traded before, or
he's been trading for quite a while, but he kind of has he has a full-time job and he tries to do it at the same time, which I don't think you can do, to be honest, actually.
No, you know. Not without absolutely sticking to your plan and setting stop losses and take profits.
Yeah, and unless you've got a job where you can, like, you know, you're looking at a screen all the time.
If you're a car park attendant or something.
Something like that. You don't really get those anymore. Yeah, something like that. And yeah. Oh, God, I've got a story about that, actually.
Okay.
Is anybody interested?
Yeah.
Not.
Yeah.
Right. At the weekend, right, I was over near Berkhamsted in Hertfordshire, right, where there's a place called Ashridge Management College, right, and for years and years, there was a car park and a little wooden hut just as you went to the car park, and there was a guy there who would say that would be 25 pence, please, and he'd take it. It's super cheap.
I know the story, actually. Yeah, it's great though. Yeah, sorry, carry on.
Okay. Yeah, I think it might just be a general urban myth story. I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, so he'd been doing that for like years and years and years, and then one day he didn't turn up, you know, and no one thought anything about it. And then after a while, the college phoned the council and said, "Can we, you know, the guy is not there anymore, old Bert, you know, can we have a new one?" And they said, we never had anyone there, you know. And,
it's a free car park, basically.
It's a free car park, and someone had been blatantly doing that for 30 years, you know. But that was probably an urban Berkhamsted myth. That was. Anyway,
it's a hell of a thing, but yeah, it's something you just like desperately want it to be true.
Yeah, I like the
so why
one as
not?
well. I like the one where you got the factory, and every day as the guys are leaving, there's a guy who's is pushing a wheelbarrow, right, and it's got a cloth over the wheelbarrow, and and he's there every day, and every day the security guy stops him, lifts up the cloth, has a look under the wheelbarrow. There's nothing there. Puts the cloth back, and the guy carries on. And eventually the guy retires and realise they've had like 700 wheelbarrows stolen.
That's funny.
I don't know if that's true either. Probably not.
I don't know. I'm sure we've got a way to tie that back into crypto TA or something. But and the moral and the trading moral is
anyway. So my friend, the thing is he does work. So I think when he does trade, he needs to be one of those people who's looking at the charts all the time. I don't think he's confident.
He's not exactly a swing trader.
No, and I have a horrible feeling he might have just got liquidated for his whole account. Actually,
it's always a bit sad to see it. Especially if it's the cross thingy leverage on that. Just
you really need to know what you're doing with that, don't you? I can't see any advantage at all unless you've got like multiple trades open, and you're quite good, and you've got lots of money, because
and you've got a high risk tolerance, I guess.
Yeah, because the idea of a trade going more than 100% in a loss and you're not getting liquidated, it wouldn't sit comfortably with me.
It's terrifying. Yeah, I wouldn't.
I mean, So anyway, I know people like that Martini guy he does it, but he's
habitually. I think,
but he's
got millions, hundreds of millions. Yeah,
it really helps when you've got a few million in the account, and I don't think my mate did really. So unfortunately, Anyway, but he's all right. Anyway, SWC, good to put a face to the name. Oh, there you go. Excellent. Hello.
Nice one.
Super hard trying to FT work and try. What's FT work? What does that mean? FT Financial Times? No, FT work.
Maybe it's a mistyped expletive.
Okay. Oh, fit maybe for fit work and no. Fit.
Oh, okay. Fit work and trade.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Oh well, well done for doing it, and I hope you are doing well. So I don't think it's impossible. It's just it depends on the job, Obviously, if you're a pilot,
full time is FT. Okay, yeah,
full time. Full time. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. All right. My idiocy.
Why didn't get that?
No. It's all those TLAs. No, it's not a TLA, is it? It's sorry. No. It's not a 3-letter acronym.
No. It's a 2-letter.
Oh yeah, it is a TLA. Yeah, 2-letter acronym. There you go.
Yeah, but then it doesn't fit, so you just have to say it's a TL.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course.
Long or short for Bitcoin? Is that then an ode to ETH? Joan Calabwe, welcome anyway.
Not
excuse me from butchering your surname there, but I wasn't sure where the surname ends and the suffix begins. But welcome, yeah.
What's that?
Hope you get a lot from the from the whatever. Yeah,
sounds like a Spanish name. That does. If so, hola.
It's probably Egyptian.
Anyway. Right, should we do the thing?
Let's do it. Yeah.
Bitcoin price is predicted for you. Save with crypto and math. Bears and bulls will dance and move. Altcoins, shortcoins, stocks and Forex too. Math
Oh yeah, I don't think you realised that you haven't changed the thing. I just suddenly realised I've got the dark green one. Ta-da! Now it's blinding. It's dazzling us with Quadzilla's brilliance or something. I don't know. So Quadzilla, which I think we've already possibly mentioned a couple of times so far today, and we might well mention it once or twice more. But we do that because Quadzilla is sort of the homegrown, but now very, very premium, as in good, indicator that you can run on TradingView, and it gives you all sorts of just highly accurate, consistently accurate signals for like going long and going short, and where's the price going to go to and drop to, and just all sorts of things really, and built-in stats. It's also very, very much that if you're using it, it just pays for itself very, very quickly, and then after that you're basically printing money. So on the monthly plan, you can get it monthly thing. You can get it for £80 a month, which is just very cheap. On the yearly, you can get it for even cheaper because it works out at £60 a month. So that's that. Just wanted to briefly mention that. So we were talking about. Actually, I've got volume on there. That volume stick on there. That's just it says it all, really, doesn't it?
What time frame are you on there?
It's on the 2-day.
I tell you what, we've got to talk about that 1 day retracement level.
Oh yeah, definitely. We'll definitely get to that.
Because we were talking about it yesterday. I'm going to
switch off the volume for a second. Yeah, let's go to that.
So Quadzilla draws in these retracement levels, which give you a pretty good idea of where the price is going to go to. And I'll let you take over.
That's right. So Quadzilla gives you a pretty good idea of where the price goes to with the retracement levels, and so
I said,
yeah, basically. So essentially, so what we saw here then on the daily is that this retracement level down here, that green line, goes all the way back to October of 2024. I think, is it that specifically? So yeah, basically where that, you kind of see it, the green arrowhead is there. So that's kind of where that level is detected. So it's essentially saying, expect lots of upside, but when the price returns, it's basically going to return to this level. And usually it's the fact that, so you kind of expect the price to drop to here, but maybe slightly lower. Then the idea is that you can have a trade where you kind of know with a very high level of confidence that the price is going to drop to there, and then it'll drop a bit lower, but subsequently you'd expect the price to then go up from that level, because it's kind of, it does a up, down, up kind of pattern, and so that's exactly what happened. If I now just kind of go in there, so you can see that yesterday, with that kind of giga dump, well, in fact, those, like most of this week, really, dump, it dropped down exactly to that level, like boom, sort of thing, touched it. So that was like, is that 2 years, a year and a half, that level is predicted? So,
yeah.
Well, October 24, 1 year, yeah, just over a year ago, a year and 4 months or something, it predicted that, and so yeah, the price just dropped down and just touched it, bink, and so from there, and then today, obviously, it kind of wicks down further, so you've got that bit of completion, but now it's on its way back up for a little while at least. So it's awesome to see that sort of thing. I mean, in this case, on the daily, it's, I realise it's going quite far from the mic there, but stay close. So on the daily, it's kind of just predicting that all the way back there. So what have we got to look at here then? Let's have a look. So we were talking about what's going to happen. Well, what's going to happen next? And I do kind of agree with what you were saying about that. There's more downside to come yet. On the
some
daily,
point.
yeah. So on the daily, we've got the 200 MA, which is going to be, we all hope and kind of expect really, where the relief rally, should it play out anytime soon, ought to take us to. And I guess I could draw that in. So what we might expect, that because obviously that's just going to keep going down. It's starting to steepen a bit now, isn't it? It's coming down more. So that sort of thing. I might just take out the arrowhead on that. Just give me a second. And from there, the price may do it, whatever it's going to do, and eventually kind of head up and touch, there, wherever that ends up being. I was still kind of thinking that it'll probably end up touching at around 100k. So I've drawn these very inaccurately. 100k or just under might be, just given the way that that's coming down and down and down, that might be the sort of the level we end up touching for the top of the relief rally. But let's delete that. Meanwhile, so we were talking about where the price might head down to. Well, it's 27k, that retracement level there. One day, wouldn't surprise me, but a little while yet, hopefully. So if we go to the weekly, we have got on there also the 200 MA, and that one is generally seen as the potentially the bottom of I suppose of the bear market, isn't it? Is that right? Generally in the bear market, the price comes down and touches the 200 weekly MA. But that I don't know, maybe. So at the moment, that's in fact pretty much it is exactly at the bottom level of that box that I drew in just by coincidence, and it's at 58.
Which TradingView thing did you use to get your weekly MA, by the way?
As in which indicator?
Yeah.
Just the SMA. Then I
that's what everyone. That's what. Okay. So what you do? You set
it to 200 and made it the color I like. Because
so
I
you
like blue. So, and then that's it really.
Sorry, I just want to. So the length is 200, yeah.
Yeah. Everything else is unchanged, really.
How does that know it's weeks though, or is it just?
It's just because I'm on the weekly. Obviously, you can change it. Say if I wanted on the weekly, or on the daily, you can do that time frame.
No, I just wondered if there was one way. I'm sure there's one of those type indicators where you can always have it so it always displays the 200 week MA regardless of what time frame you're on. But,
yes, so you can do that with this. So you got time frame on there, so you can set that to daily. There you go. Now we've got the 200 daily on the weekly chart and so on.
Okay, brilliant.
You get the thing. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just switch that back to chart. Better. So I think that seems quite sort of eminently on the cards. So at a minimum, you feel like it's going to touch that 200 MA. Still on the weekly. In fact, maybe I'm glad you mentioned that about that. So if we go back to the daily for this, then so we can kind of do that. SMA, doink, make that weekly, and there. I was hoping that would change. I'm sure that can change its label. There's a way to do it. Not that it matters. Seen that done though, where it that kind of renames and it says like SMA weekly. Sure, there's a way to do it. Anyway, not sure. So, yeah. So essentially, looking at this on the daily then as a potential price bottom. So we'd be looking at kind of, because that's going to keep on edging upwards slightly, but to all intents and purposes, given this time scale, it's going to be that, isn't it? So somewhere along there, maybe not down, but it's a bit wobbly. So the price down there could well see it. It might even just come up and touch that, kind of 69.45-ish, and then do some more, more zigzaggy version of this down to that level. Mm-hmm. If that's bottom. So what level did you mention earlier as a candidate low?
It was quite low, wasn't it? Wasn't it somewhere like hang on a sec.
Was it in the 40s?
I think it was, yeah. It was with that pattern thing. It was 49.258.
Okay, so it's actually not too far off, really, is it? Just,
yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. So that was marking out, and also the fib extension was also kind of pointed to.
Yeah.
Although what I suppose I could draw that in, but if you've got it there, what was the top of that, the golden pocket? Sorry, I'm being very demanding. I just realised.
It's all right. It's all right. Right. I've just drawn it again roughly. So the 618 was at 57.510, and the 786 was at what does that say? So about 39k.
Yeah. In fact, should I just draw it in? Would that be easier?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Did you draw it on the daily when you did it?
I did, yeah. I did.
Okay. So it was from.
From that bottom of
there?
like
That one. Was it about there?
Is that December 2020? Can't see where you've gone from. There.
This is September 23. There.
Did I draw my fib wrong?
I don't know. I mean, to be honest, that level's a bit
I'd actually gone from like sort of November 2022.
Okay, yeah, that actually makes a bit more sense, because that's just halfway between nothing and nowhere,
Well,
so back here, November 22.
I always have a little problem with fibs, because I'm not quite sure. I know you're supposed to look for your last low, but like, on that time scale, it's like, I mean, that to me looks like that is the last low, but also like the lowest low ever,
Yeah, did draw. Yeah. So, but that does make sense, because if it's an impulsive move, that, because I was kind of seeing that one as a bit sort of, well, it was wobbling here, wasn't really quite committed, but it's really from this level where it started to really pump. But that said, the actual bottom was down there, wasn't it? So yeah. But anyway, this one then is actually, I've got too many lines on here now. So
lines and lines.
Just zoom out a bit. I'll be able to see things. Click that. Okay, yeah, that one. So, fun enough, that the 0.382 exactly lines up with the bottom of that box. Another coincidental sort of confluence of just all these different things. So we've got the order block box that I kind of drew in, and I'm pretty sure that the bottom of that was based on a retracement level on some other time frame, and also the 200 weekly MA is currently at the bottom of that box, just touching that exact line. And now we've also got the 0.382 of that overall very long-term move, that like the entire bull market basically Also exactly touching the bottom of that line. That's insane. That's got to mean something, right?
Right.
I don't know what.
I'm gonna.
It suggests that could well be the bottom of
Right.
this move.
What's the number again?
So of that, it's can't quite see it. 58. I'm trying to get it exact. 58. So sorry, 57.834. But if I try and do that, just get a better read on it.
And 12 cents.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, there now it's 57.9. Call it 58. Just round it. I think 58 basically. Yeah.
No, because funnily enough, that thing you mentioned yesterday that I actually wrote down, that's pretty much exactly what it did. It went up to like 70.8, I think it was, and then it crashed. And you actually got it right, So quite.
that was on the 12-minute, wasn't it? I think.
I think so, yeah. But
it was these things, yeah. That was pretty insane in itself because where was? Yeah. Oh, it was this retracement level here, because we were measuring out just on the way down. Each of these was kind of a 2.5% recovery. And it's like, oh, we are so over. No, we're recovering. Hit 2.5%. I mean, wherever I measured it from, hit 2.5%. That one, this one was about 2.5%. This one was about 2.5%. That one, I wish I'd drawn that line a bit more like these others, because that would have been perfect if I hadn't just been scribbling it. Should I just redo that? It'll look better.
Yeah, go on.
It'll better reflect my intent as well. So it was from there. So I've taken the arrow thing off now. These things are important, I tell you. So yeah, essentially, it was a lower low, a lower low, like the old sitcom, and a lower low, and the 2.5% from there was exactly where it ended up touching, and there just happened to be a bearish retracement level that has started drawing at that level as well, that exact same level. So it pinged it. I think it was like maybe a cent or two or $1 or so just below that retracement level. That's why it's still drawing, but it's kind of handy. So it still gives us that level to keep in mind as a potential recovery. In fact, that it would probably, the price might well just recover to there and then drop further again, which is kind of that also seems to be playing out in terms of what we're seeing in terms of the sort of brief recovery. It could well be a fake out recovery to back up to maybe there, that sort of 70.7 or 70.8, and then down again. Yeah, so but that was pretty insane. And then in fact, it continued doing that same stepping. Each of these, I mean, that was about, you can kind of tell it's the same sort of level. It's about 2.5%. Don't know about that one. And maybe from there, just curious, just measure it out. That was less, depends where I go from. Yeah, okay, but it's even less. Okay, yeah, that's I don't think I can really reasonably fudge that one, so it comes out at 2%, 2.5%. It's 1.89. So what you could see from that really is that the recovery was weakening each time. The recovery pump. So there it's like strong, running out of steam, getting weaker, and sure enough, the bulls were just winning, and then we got that even bigger drop. Well, it's kind of rivaling that one really, but even bigger drop. Just not very convincing sort of thing. That, I mean, to be honest, that wick then was suggesting that okay, things might be starting to even out a bit, but it's still, not looking good. And then that recovery kind of from there was 3.3%. Okay, yeah, fake out, and then it's almost like that was compensating for some of the weakness of that one. There are obviously still just orders left open there to be swept, hence a slightly bigger impulsive move there, and then the big drop. Wick down. So this could well be a bit of a fake out now. If it's got legs, if it's got enough legs, it could well get up to that level that we were talking about, the 70.7. So we'll see. There's
is it up or down?
in conclusion, don't know. I think if it keeps on heading to the upside, I think it'll get up to about there, maybe somewhere between that retracement level and that level. So between kind of 70.78, 70.7 and 71-ish, 71.4. So because we've got that liquidity there to be eaten up, so could well see that, as in struggle, and then kind of down to wherever it was, not in a straight line, obviously, but mind you, this is virtually in a straight line. So that's a big if, though, if it manages to continue that. What I was also going to point out, actually, one thing, it's worth a quick look at the liquidation heat map, I think. Just give me a second. It's here. Let's give that a refresh. So
right. There you go. I just put a poll in the thing. So which way for Bitcoin at New York Open, sort of up or down? So
actually,
we'll use that.
Yeah,
we'll use that to work it out.
Yeah. Good idea.
We'll stick to it.
Yeah. So I mean, on here, if I maybe go to maybe 3 months, I don't know. What? No, wait. Excuse my slightly visceral reaction. What? How dare you require me to log in? No, it's just doing that. Is that just because it didn't like the fact that I'm not logging in?
Oh, I don't know. I never use this thing.
Okay. Back to 24-hour, to the 3 months. Don't know. Yeah, wow. Okay, it wants me to log. They want my details. I wanted to keep on just leeching off their free service. But anyway, okay, so I think essentially liquidation heat map was probably telling us that a lot of the the liquidity to the downside was just kind of already eaten up. So there's basically there's quite a lot of upside potential. Essentially, it's kind of what we could technically read from that. So, but what I was going to briefly look at, if we go back to the daily, I think maybe this area here, I probably drew that slightly inaccurately. But if I go to like the 2-day, I don't know, I mean that's fairly right. But what was it? There was a reason I was thinking that before. Yeah, I think maybe that's not the real kind of bottom of that area. I mean, if it was more like that, I don't know. Then it kind of ties in a bit more, because we get then on here that bit, when that candle was trying to recover, it kind of topped out there really, and further along, this is more like a consistent sort of support level as things kind of came down there. Obviously, that one drops further. So I think maybe that level is probably more the thing. But yeah, so I mean that's up around sort of, that seems so far off now, doesn't it? Sort of into the high 80s. So will we see those days again? Just Bitcoin in Bitcoin at 80k. What are you talking about? You mad?
I'm always stunned about how quickly you get used to things. Like I know when we used to talk about 108 as being, do you think we'll get down to 108 again? And
Yeah, it's true.
it's like it's just mad, isn't it? Bitcoin is now, well, earlier on yesterday it was actually half price compared to the all-time high, like less than half price.
Yeah,
I think it went down 55% yesterday.
Yeah.
Stunning.
It is. I mean, like Michael Saylor is probably a bit worried at the moment because I think he's MicroStrategy is heavily in losses, like to the tune of billions of dollars, in terms of unrealized loss, obviously. But,
yeah, I watched a thing about a thing by him last night. It was a strategy presentation thing.
yeah,
They were talking about the earnings and stuff, which were bad. And then he was saying, like, we're okay. Our plan works even if Bitcoin goes down to 8K. Which I couldn't quite see, but anyway, he seemed quite confident.
He's quite sort of evangelical about it. Just you just have to believe, have faith, and so on. Give me your money, by the way, on your way out.
Yeah, I just think he's a madman, really. But it's quite entertaining to listen to. But
yeah. I mean,
I don't know.
the thing about I'll continue to buy Bitcoin at the top, and so on. It's just, I mean, if it has utility, I mean, obviously Bitcoin has utility, but its main utility is just increasingly as a store of wealth, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's and that's kind of thing. You don't. I mean, it has transactions too, but you tend to. They're only really there to facilitate just accumulating the wealth into your store. So, and if that's its essential thing, then buying Bitcoin at its theoretical, overall top just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't. So, you do get a sense of slight fanaticism there, let's say. Rather than just being, just kind of roll over the profits into the next thing, which is currently kind of hopefully heading up. Oh, talking of which, I mean, obviously, we've seen stocks have been plummeting rather a lot as well. So obviously not just Bitcoin. If we go to the 2-day just for a second. Not that one. Sorry. Come back. I was going to delete things too, isn't it? That's a fairly major tumbling, isn't it, for the S&P 500? So like it's 2-day. So just 2-day, it's down sort of nearly 2%. What does that look like on the daily? Really then it's over 3 days. Down nearly 3%, including that third candle. So, and that's an engulfing bearish candle, isn't it? Where it pivoted. Pretty much that one versus that one. So it's kind of, I mean, it's got to there. So we might well see a bit of a recovery, but maybe a fake out. Who knows? There's obviously just some. Geopolitically, there's some big bad things happening in the world at the moment that are obviously having a bit of an impact on that. But if we a quick look in on gold, it's still on the daily for this one. What do you reckon? I mean, it's it peaked big time. It blow off topped, and now it's kind of down. Fairly major rejection of the downside there. Came back up, and now it's in a very kind of volatile, unnervingly kind of big rangy sort of thing. It's now accumulating within a slightly dubious range. But,
yeah. The thing is, where did all the money go yesterday? You know, where did it all? Where did it go? It didn't just disappear, did it?
Well, I think it probably went back into fiat. I think, if anywhere.
Well, okay.
Because well, let's have a quick look. DX, yeah.
But you know, so if you did that yesterday, if you sold all your assets and just had a big pile of money, woke up this morning and you think, oh, everything's going back up again. I'm not going to buy bloody crypto there because it's like for lunatics. So, you know, I'll just buy gold. I don't know. Okay, sort of makes sense, doesn't it? You know.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they're putting it into rubles. Probably a better option at the moment. To be honest. But I mean, the DXY is obviously been pumping quite a bit, isn't it? So that was obviously a lower low than that one for what it's worth. The overall trend for the DXY. Just temporarily, I'm going to switch Quadzilla off. Shock horror. Yeah. But so on the weekly, it's just kind of it's not looking that great overall. So like the sort of the DXY pump that we're looking at, I mean that's going back way back, you know, sort of 17, so a whole bunch of years. So nearly a decade's worth of data there, really, especially for so yeah, in the scheme of that, they've also been like much bigger pumps. So it's a weak pump at the moment. It's a relief rally, if anything. So not exactly a sign of strength there at all in the DXY. Maybe it's been just enough to indicate that there have been big sell-offs in the rest of the market, but because the US dollar is overall in such a rubbish state at the moment, it hasn't really reflected particularly in the actual value of the dollar. So I guess if we compared it to maybe something like the euro featured, does that make it good if it's featured, or is that just sponsored, do you think? Is that their estate agent speak for sponsored? It's featured, I guess so.
Probably.
Yeah, it's good. Fairly randomly just gone to this one. Forex. So euro against the dollar. How is the euro these days? It's probably pretty strong, isn't it? I think.
Ooh, don't know actually. I haven't used one for a while.
No. I'm not the world's biggest euro fan, to be honest. But so,
what, the currency or the continent?
Oh, the currency. Yeah, I like Europe. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Europe, the continent, not so much the anyway. Let's not, the whatever. So I try not to go there. So yeah, this then.
Actually, talking of which, I think Juan Calabuig was saying yes to being Espanol. So yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Me llamo Saver Crypto.
Yeah.
Encantado.
So does that mean really? Excuse me for asking this if you're still on the stream, but. Are you Joan or Juan?
Oh, it's normally like a. Oh, I think it's like Juan Miro, the artist. It's actually a guy. I think it's more of a Juan, but I think that's more of a Catalan name actually, more Catalan than Espanol. But I don't know. Maybe she can clarify. Anyway,
illuminate us if you don't mind. I mean on here. So I think what this is kind of telling us is that the euro is overall showing strength against the dollar at the moment. This blip here and that pretty big rejection there is probably a reflection of what we were seeing just now on the DXY chart. It's kind of the inverse of that. So that's kind of interesting. So who knows? Maybe money is just. I mean, this is a guess, honestly, but because you're wondering where all the money's gone. It's come out of risk on assets and equities and gold and silver and so on. So maybe it has just left the USD ecosystem entirely for the time being. Just gone into safer currencies.
Wow.
Is there a particular currency that's a safe haven at the moment for these things? If not even gold is a safe haven at the moment, where does it go? Do they just freeze the banknotes or something? Just store them in an igloo or something. Anyway, so that's that. So what else should we look at?
I'm sorry. What have I done there? Sorry, I'm just fiddling with a trade over there.
Sure.
What else are we looking at? So let's have a quick look at the comments actually. So
Sure.
Scott, you were saying, have we discussed Donald Trump and his demon spawn selling BTC? We haven't. I don't know much about that really. Ozzy was saying, good day lads. I don't think we're going much lower. That candle's been eaten up, as you see, with the wick. Yeah, but I don't know.
Look back at that.
Nick saying, is this the actual bottom or are we dropping more? I must admit, it has been going up during the stream, actually. So, I don't know. I just feel the next one's going to be a lower high, though. That's my thinking. Ozzy saying, that's the zone I was posting about on X. It's the support area of the handle of the cup on BTC chart. Okay, I'll have to go and have a look at what you posted. Was I a good boy and took profits on my short trade? Well, I actually did, because I had two trades open, didn't I? I had a Bitunix one that actually closed completely, and I posted the result in the Discord. The Bybit one, I took 25% off the table, and the rest of it is still open at the moment. So it's not looking as good as it was, obviously, because the price is going up. But that is basically short from 71,400. So I'm going to leave that in case it does dump down to 8K.
Yeah. Well, it's good to be prepared.
Well, yeah.
Have a trade in place. Yeah. I mean that probably turned out to be. I mean, as you're saying, I mean, I know you were saying earlier on that you were kicking yourself a bit for not putting more into the trade. But yeah, it's one of those ones where just catching the catching the plunge like that is obviously kind of it's just great when that happens, isn't it? So,
yeah. No, it was a nice one, but there wasn't much thought went into it. It was literally just seeing a retracement on the 1 minute and then banging it in really. As it's Friday, should we do the thingy?
Sure. Yeah.
On Free Chippy Friday, we gather and munch. Golden fish and chips, the perfect lunch. By the seaside, with girls in a flock. Please savor the moment on Chippy Watch. Chippy Watch.
And Chippy's taken a bit of a battering, actually, isn't it? So to speak.
Yeah.
Did you like that?
That's great, actually. Yeah. Did you actually have that one lined up, ready? So,
I've been waiting weeks for that.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. This is on the daily. It really has. So how many consecutive I think there was one bullish candle just there, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 bearish candles, followed by one not very convincing bullish candle. Then 1, 2, 3, 3 more bearish candles after that, and one that's currently bullish. So yeah, we just can't. Oh, I was going to say we can't get away from this level, but in fact, that's something. Okay.
Right,
Just realised.
This does have an advantage for people who actually get involved with the actual Free Shippy Friday, because like 2 weeks ago we were getting 6,000 chippy. You can probably see that there.
Yeah, yeah.
So 2 weeks ago we were getting well, it was like 3 weeks ago we were getting 6,500 chippy in return for getting your fish and chips. The week after we're getting 6,000. Last week we got 11,000 because the price had gone down. So I think today, if you do a chippy claim, I think it's going to be quite nice. Actually, I think it's going to be quite a lot actually, because it's generally normally about $12 worth of chippy. So yeah, I'd have to work that out, but in fact I might work that out now.
I think it's still pretty awesome that you're basically investing by just getting a big fat portion of fish and chips. You know, this is my retirement plan. Stuff in my face with with these chips.
Well, it's weird because effectively what you're doing is you're sort of like you're DCAing like about $12 worth of chippy every Friday, aren't you? So
yeah.
So that's technically what you're doing, but in return you're getting, you're DCAing, but you're getting some free fish and chips for the same time. I'm going to work this out though. So sorry. Anyway, do continue about the chart if you wish.
Yeah, sure. I was just going to say about it. I mean, I drew in that level there because it's a continuation. It's a continuation of this this bullish retracement level. Important to emphasise, it's a bullish level in the sense that the price comes down to it, it bounces, and then generally goes up, and that's very much kind of what we saw there. That was the start of an impulsive move. I mean that, and then kind of heading up to there. But also the price has come back down to it again, that exact same level. And Quadzilla started to draw that level in where the arrowhead is back in July of last year. I remember in the sort of live streams, like when the price is all the way up, kind of up there, and we were talking about that, like, well, it's pretty unlikely that we'll actually see chippy come back down to this level again, but you never know, and then it did. It kind of like nearly touched that there, and just absolutely like touchdown, then off again. But then it's come back down to the exact same level. That's such it's an important support level, I think, for chippy at the moment, that so got identified all the way back there. So and the price still just can't really get away from that level. It's come down. It's good that it's support. It's obviously come back down to it again. There was this other retracement level there that started to draw in, and again, it's the sort of thing that when you see it like this, and the price is shot up here, so you kind of think, well, it's unlikely, isn't it, that that it's going to come down to there? But then it kind of did, kind of drop straight through it down to this other level, but it still has validity, this one here, because what it's actually saying, it's the up down up kind of price pattern that it's marked out. It's kind of like a sideways S, isn't it? Sort of sideways, very skewed S shape that you kind of and up. So that means that we'd fully expect the price to make its way back up to there and then head up again, which would be nice. So yeah, just order definitely get your fish and chips in before the price kind of resumes.
Well,
on it.
what you'd kind of hope is that it's when they do the rewards, isn't it? But if they were doing the rewards, which normally happen like Monday or Tuesday, if they were doing them at today's price, to just work that out, you'll get like 16,000 chippy for that. So
Yeah.
like last week was about, what did I say, 9,000. So it's about an extra like 70% compared to last week. So as soon as the price goes up, it's going to be worth a lot more. So
That's true. Yeah.
if they ever do the thing they're going to do,
Yeah, I mean this. Yeah, worth pointing out as well. I mean, I guess I pointed this out previously because I've obviously drawn in that around it, but because we've got this with the retracement channel, because it's sort of marked out from this bearish retracement level all the way up there, and this bullish one. Well, that actually is kind of marked from this one now, as it's still plotting that one. So. So what it means is that dash line there is essentially it's kind of marking out a bit of a range, really. That it's just kind of where the two pulls, the two price pulls on the price, are sort of pulling it in like down in this direction, and also there's pressure. What's the opposite of pressure? Pincher, puller. There's puller up this way. There's kind of vacuuming. Is that the opposite of pressure? is vacuuming the price up towards here, towards this level, and obviously where they just kind of cancel each other out effectively is at this kind of fair value zone. The exact centre of it, the 50%, is the dashed line, but then you kind of get a bit of a range around there. So.
It's kind of sucking, really, isn't it?
yeah. The price is being sucked. It's the suck school of trading. that needs to be an acronym. Suck in capitals. So, So what it means is that also this lower 50% is kind of it's the discount zone. The discount half of the price, and it means that if the price is making its way up, it's going to try and get all the way up to here, which means that it has to kind of break above into this premium zone, the premium half. But it utterly failed. It rejected, poked its little pecker above the 50% line, the fair value line, rejected, and just stayed. At the moment the price wants to stay down in the discount zone. It is literally that, and it's the discount fish and chips, discount chippy, as you were saying. So, in fact, drop below that one as well for timing down to that level. So, it's going to be discount like that for quite a while. It needs to close above that level, that point 0018. And get back up to here to start to convince that it's got to kind of start to make its way back up again. It's interesting that Quadzilla also marked out with a couple of super downs on there, like oh hey guys, I think we've got a problem, and sure enough, like boom, down, shortly after that. So that there was fair warning. If you're actually, I mean, obviously you can't do leveraged trading with chippy, but if you are doing kind of decentralized type trading with just buying and selling of the coin, that Quadzilla actually gave you fair warning there that the price is about to do a pretty major dump.
I actually, you actually can, you can do it on Jupiter Exchange. You can actually do.
You can do leverage.
You can do but I've never ever attempted any kind of like leverage thing on a DeFi platform because you have to.
Very scary. Good way to empty out your wallet.
Yeah, it all relies on liquidity and stuff like that,
Yeah, because a stop loss would be a bit of a dodgy thing. Just
Actually, Bitcoin's having a bit of a pump at the moment.
Let's have a look. Yeah. So anyway, that was Chippy Watch for the day.
Excellent. Well, it's so if you're involved with it, then do get your fish and chips today, because I think you'll enjoy the rewards. Actually, it's almost like I do the same with CRO with my crypto.com card. Like when it's like at the bottom, I go and fill my car up with diesel, because I know I get more rewards then, And,
Yeah.
so it's a bit like that, really,
Yeah. So crypto, Bitcoin. So, oh yeah, you're right. It is actually. Did I draw that in earlier on? Oh, I suppose I did, didn't I? Saying that having bounced off that long-term retracement level, it might well just come back up and touch that line. We could be seeing that in motion. I mean, that's on the daily, but I guess it's going to look. Say it should drop to the 30-minute. Okay, I was going to say it would look a lot more dramatic on the 30 minutes, but it doesn't really. We need drama. That's a bit better.
it is. It is kind of going up, and I can't really see many immediate retracements that it's going to hit actually on the way up.
Yeah,
So
I mean
it
that
go for a little while.
looks as if it's been struggling a bit. So there's a bit of a battle going on there, isn't there, to push up through, because there's immediate selling as it works its way up. But now maybe it's got above that level. It could well be clear skies. Woo, we're on our way. Doink, hit the glass ceiling there. So yeah, interesting. Should I put on if I got it? So what are we looking at here? So I can't actually see the things. My microphone's in the way. Sorry to loom into the camera. Oh yeah, okay, that's why I haven't got it there. Oh no, it's that one, is it? Is that VRVP? Yeah. So there's a little bit of rough territory there. Just looking at that, really. If we can get above that, then yeah, it's clear skies up to there. They're very low skies, by the way. So, and that is at is about 69.4, 69.5. And then because it's got that bit there, it's got sell orders waiting just there. So I could well see that just kind of struggle its way. Yeah, here we go, doink, and actually reject from there. That could well be a thing. So
What time frame's that?
This on the 2 hourly for some reason.
Oh, okay.
If we go to the 1 hour, because I was looking for a dramatic representation of the pump, not for any particular TA reason. So on the hourly,
I just flipped through a few to find a retracement level. There was one on the 5 minute, which is actually one of those completing step 3 ones. Okay.
Oh, that one up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I wondered if that coincided with your with whatever you were on about, but
It's pretty close. I mean, it does, yeah. So that line there was obviously I mean, I suppose the top of the range obviously is there, so it's close. And to be honest, that top of the range also lines up with the liquidity that we can see there, and that, as you're saying, the that retracement level in its step 3 bit is still playing there. That's at 71.2. Then there's also another retracement level there, the bearish one, which is at just under 71.3, and then that level, excuse me, that got drawn in just above it, so pretty much the same. So yeah, similar thing. So on the 5 minute, so this is kind of showing us that it could, and also looking at the VRVP on there, might struggle a bit, kind of up to there, up to there, could see a bit of a rejection there, or well, in fact, probably that, yeah, maybe that, you never know. If it continues up, this is pure, scenario Z or whatever. But if it continues up, it might well hit that and then kind of bounce and do whatever. That sort of thing. Yeah. So just for fun, I think I've got to finish pretty soon anyway. But should we have a look at the 1 minute? Oof. Okay. How close are we to? Oh no, I was going to say how close are we to the US market open, but a little while yet.
So it's an hour or so, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, was there a result on the poll?
Nobody voted.
You bastards!
Well, I think
not really, but
I think I did.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Because the majority of people are watching on X. There are nine people watching on YouTube. The bulk of the people are viewing this on X at the moment.
Okay.
So that could be why.
But yeah, so far 80% down, 20% up. So
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe have a little rally and then dump into the open. That might happen actually.
Could all be. Yeah. By the way, anyone watching on X, I'd really appreciate it if you like, retweet, comment, do all of the good things, and follow if you don't mind. Both Save with Crypto's account on there and Mafftopia, if you wouldn't mind. Desperately needs followers, so there's that. Hope that didn't sound too desperate. I mean, I actually said desperately, so I guess that sounded a bit desperate.
Oh, desperate, actually. That was good.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, that's true. I'm on my knees here, figuratively speaking. So, forgot the webcam was on, so I'm not actually on my knees. So, yeah. Okay,
anyway,
so
Scotty's back from his walk anyway.
Oh, brilliant! Okay.
Kaz is asking what sort of dog he's got. I hope it's a Scotty dog.
I mean, what else could it be? A little. I haven't heard of that. A Molshi.
Oh, okay.
Is that a long existing dog breed? Is it one of these like newer sort of designer breeds? It's just emerged in the last like 6 months or whatever.
Yeah, they're
like a cockapoo and that sort of thing.
Yeah, my brother's got a shit poo or something,
Yeah. It's a Japanese doodle, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. She went.
Oh.
100.
All right.
Okay. I didn't even realise that they were doing that.
Well,
but that's awesome.
Well, yeah. Glad their marketing is put to its best use. Oh, that's great. No, well done. £100. Must be a bloody cute dog. That's for sure.
Yeah. Either that or all the other dogs were kind of just with pugs or whatever. Yeah.
Maltese Shih Tzu cross.
Oh, sorry. Maltese Shih Tzu cross.
Oh, so
interesting.
It's not shit tease then.
So post Picky in the Discord, please. Oh yeah, that reminds me. So and anyone watching, if you're interested to join the Save with Crypto Discord, we get we do very very serious trader TA and chat in there, and we post pictures of Scotty's dog. so all of that is in the Save with Crypto Discord,
which is free to join. So there you go, savewithcrypto.org/Discord.
Yeah, hope to see you over there.
Okay. Yeah. Have you got any Mafftopia stuff to share before we go? Or
oh, I'm glad you mentioned that, because I'd almost forgotten to do exactly that. That's still, God damn it! I'll have to sign up then. Excuse me. Actually, create a CoinGlass account. I'll finally fold and do that. So yeah, Mafftopia. So I think I said yesterday that there's a video dropping today, but I haven't actually got it finished yet. So it's going to be tomorrow. So, but do get subscribed to Mafftopia over on YouTube, and do please desperately follow on X if you don't mind. There's lots of stuff, but it's basically science and technology news updates told in a slightly sort of quirky style, I guess, which I'm working on. But it's good fun, and I know that I learn a lot putting the videos together, and hopefully people learn stuff kind of, in a second-hand sort of way then by actually watching the videos. So hope to see you over there. And Quadzilla. Oh yeah, I was confused then because I clicked the wrong tab. But this is a good thing to check out anyway. We've got, so for Quadzilla, if you're interested to know what is in it, what you get for your hard earned, then this page kind of tells you all about it. You can see from this dinky little scroll bar thing, there's a lot of it, a lot of details. That's a screenshot of kind of everything. Actually, let me just grab that. I'll just post that into that link into the chat. Doink. There we go. So it's that link. It's that not very friendly link. But I think what I'll do actually is maybe on this page. That's not me, by the way. Yeah, maybe I'll post on there or create a separate or something. It might be on savewithcrypto.org. I can't remember the tutorial link.
What
know, but
I think it's in the description, isn't it? Of here, of this bit.
Could be. Oh, it probably is. Yeah, the tutorial.
Pretty sure.
That's a good point. Yeah. So it'll be in there anyway. But yeah, just do check it out. It's got a lot of things that you get within that, and it's eminently configurable. And while you're configuring it, you can also have stats showing. There's a built-in stats module that you can use. So if you're kind of tweaking the settings, you can see exactly how that's affecting the accuracy and the consistency of the indicator results. But as it is, it works very, very well out of the box in its out of the box settings anyway. So that's there. And yeah, Quadzilla here then. So savethecrypto.org/QZ or Z will get you to here, and that also gives you more of a elevator pitch type of view of what's in the box that you can then get out of the box. So that's that really.
Excellent. I must say, look at this. That's Scotty's dog.
I'm actually charmed.
It doesn't actually doesn't even look real. It just looks like a cuddly toy or something.
Well, it looks like an AI thing. Just draw me a cuddly dog. No, a realistic one. So then you add lifelike into the prompt. That's so cute.
That is a very cute looking dog. What's its name? John. Anyway, all right, everyone. Right, thanks very much, everyone, for coming along. What? Sorry.
I was just saying, I think Smorg or Smaug would be a pretty good name for it, like the dragon.
Yeah, or Pippin.
Balthazar or something. Yeah.
Pippin. That's good. Definitely looks like a Pippin to me. Anyway,
it does actually. Now you mention it, yeah. Oh, we didn't cover Pippin today, did we?
But, oh well, got a picture of it instead.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks very much, everyone, for coming along. Anyway,
Riley.
It was a fun stream. Thanks very much, Maff, for doing your thing as you do normally. And I'll be making videos and stuff over the weekend. I might actually do a bit of that stuff on SWC trading and do like a live trading thing. That might be quite good fun. So I think at the moment, I think this is we're going to get some good opportunities. If you haven't lost all your money on yesterday, I think now we're actually, it's one of those periods where this is when you make your money, and then you know, you stack your Bitcoins, and then when it goes back up to 200k, you'll be rich. That's what I think. Anyway, that's what we're hoping. Anyway, but
I mean, there's definitely something in that, isn't there? I mean, it's the old saying that, you know, you make the most money during the bear market. There's fortunes, life-changing fortunes to be made during the bear market, and it's really true, whether it's accumulating, DCAing, or trading, you know, in either case. I mean, the nice thing about trading with it is that the price isn't in price discovery, so you actually get price history to trade with, and it makes all the difference. And it really is the time to be trading. So so get Quadzilla, etc. You know,
get it done. I always have a bit of a problem in the Zoid Pay Discord, because like I'm not sure if they like me or not, because I'm a bit controversial, you know. And but I always kind of lighten it up by saying, as my grandmother used to say, and I'll come out with some ridiculous saying about, you know, she'll say whatever, I don't know. You know, good things come to those who wait, or something like that, you know. And then
you can't make an omelette without breaking eggs,
that sort of thing. And everyone chimes in with their like Romanian versions and the stuff of like that, you know. And then
if you translated them, they'd probably be actually quite disparaging about
maybe
so you said what?
And then the other day someone was saying, like, he said like, the low price is a really good opportunity. When there's blood in the streets, bring a bucket. And I was like, I hope to God that isn't something your grandmother said.
It's true. When there's blood in the streets, bring a bucket. That's brilliant.
Sounds horrible. Anyway, right, on that cheery note, right, I'll see you all over the weekend sometime, and we'll be back on Monday as ever. Trade safe, try and take advantage of this, and let's have a discussion in Discord about what we're up to and stuff, and I'll try and get busier in there, because I'm not really good at being busy in there. So sorry about that, but I will do my best to not be like that. Anyway, thanks everyone, and goodbye from me, goodbye from Maff, and goodbye from Pippin.
Oh no, Riley. It's Riley.
Riley.
Mess that up. Anyway, All right. Cheers. Bye.
See you later.